Hi everybody, thank you for being here. Tonight's message passed for automatic writing just came through. This is the 8th of February 2025. Still another message from the Pleiadians to the collective. I care about passing it right away without delaying tonight, and then I may stay back and give some integration for reflection or just to better understand what the context is. The good thing about this message is that it applies to everybody in terms of the shift and the applying discernment, the learning the skills of distinguish, to check with the heart and apply always discernment. But some of the things that they say apply likely only to a percentage of people. I strongly resonate with this. Let's see what the message is. We are the Pleiadians, Council of Light, here to pass a message to the public. Dear ones, we have been watching you all from a long time, as we are all part of an ancient collective agreement. The agreement is about unity, peace, mutual protection when things will evolve. Yes, deception will continue to rise. There are forces, low energies and different beings trying at their best all their tricks and skills, as this one may tell you, and she is surely experiencing. Stay at guard, learn to discern and to distinguish the most subtle changes. Always cross-check with your heart, as in, if something sounds, feel or look even slightly suspicious or different or off, pause, take a breath and check with your heart. Even ask a question to your heart, as she does. You can ask, is this true? Is this in light? And yes, most often you'll be able to hear what comes first. You may hear, see, or have a sense of knowing. Yes or no? Ask 3 times. There is a power with asking 3 times. If you get a no, or anything that is different from a clear, reliable yes, then pause and stop and sit back. You can invoke and reclaim your light, your seniority and serenity over your soul. These, for example, are specific words that Jeffrey Ellen used to say when he explains and suggests meditation for protection and cleansing. You can command to leave and also ask for higher and highest help, to the archangels, to the galactic team in light and truth. Always discern and be patient. Never fearful. This is very important, to never fear. Do all you can to keep your frequencies high and to stay kind and compassionate. And they refer to stay kind and compassionate to yourself. Yes, there are different layers of difficulties, we may say, different types of intrusions, of attachment, or anything unwanted that may happen. And when they pass me this sense of virgolette, we would say in Italian, it means that it's a terminology that relates the best with me or with humanity, and there may be not a specific word, or the concept in reality is much more extended and possibly more complex than what we may think. But for lack of a better terminology, intrusion for now is a good word. As some have pointed out, we are going toward the final battle. Don't be surprised if each team, the light and the darkness, will bring up their finest skills, tricks and charms. Learn to discern by yourself, to notice the even more subtle changes within you and outside of you and around you. We understand it can be complex to function in the physical body while undergoing upgrades, expansions and energy challenges. Stay kind and stay united. Some of you have a partner, a family, pets, or dear friends. Those of you who don't give up. As she teaches, courage is a skill that can be trained and improved, like muscle and fitness endurance at the gym. They can be trained or with sport. Spend time in nature. Ground yourself. Laugh, sing, dance, paint. Do anything that you love that can be supportive of you raising up your frequencies. Don't despair and don't give up. You surrendering to fear, anxiety, frustration, depression, or a sense of loss can be a win for the darkness and other intrusion. The lowest your frequencies, the more they will stay. Keep calling them off and commanding them to leave. Some people find beneficial adding rituals like using sage or lighting up a candle. She is Moreau, they refer to me. We use this example. I refer to the fact that I prefer not to use ritual. I prefer to train what is my own intention. And I say, we use this example to confirm you that yes, intention is the number one and most important thing. Let it come with conviction and from a pure heart. Know that you are worthy, a beautiful being of light, and you're always supported. You all have a spirit team and angels awaiting to support you. Now, this is the part. The good news is, whether this message is true and valid for general awareness, and they refer to the fact that some people in the spiritual world just would tell you that everything is light, and yes, everything is light, but some people have least experience with encountering darkness or anything intrusive on their path, versus they want to make the point that whether acknowledging the polarity, acknowledging the difference between different shades of light and different shades of darkness, it's valid point for general awareness. They want to find that most of the population will not experience psychic attacks and intrusion to this extent. If you are here with a big mission, remember these words instead, as they may save you in a moment of darkness or a challenge you never faced before. You are the light. Never doubt that. Always remember your power and learn to check in with your heart and distinguish its voice. Light always wins. Stay united, dear friends. We'll love you. In light, the Pleiadians. If some of you is going through particular challenges, I was finding myself needing more particular help in understanding more advanced ways of clearing and protection. Like, let's say that you have to clean a room, and let's say that everybody pretty much knows how to deal with normal dust, but there are different type of dirt or unwanted energy or unwanted particles that you may find in a room that instead you prefer to have clean. If this makes sense, in the spiritual and energy world, it's the same. Now, some people have their clairvoyance open, so they would be able to recognize whether there is a change of color in the aura. They would be able to see presences rather than not, and also distinguish what type of it is. It is something from darkness, it is an attachment, it is a more veiled version of someone who passed and wasn't able to transition. Is it something extra? Is it a technology? Is it an implant? Is it a course? Is it a spell? A psychic attack? Is it comes from ET or other forms or beings of densities? This is the type of, okay, now we're getting niche to the things that are more complex, that I truly hope that a very small percentage, I honestly hope that no one is going to experience this. I have been facing things that, if I look around myself, I don't know how to refer to other people. I may be able to find one person that has dealt with one issue, another one that has dealt with another niche, another one that has dealt with another topic. I have not yet come across someone that is facing my same journey, and this is where the beautiful uniqueness that we face come through. I get from above, this is part of my training. As usual, take what serves you, leave the rest. No expectation for you to believe in my words of this message. This is not the point. The point is, even if there is that one concept that can help and enhance what you know, or any reflection that may be constructive, any idea that you take on board and that may help you later on, that's a win and justifies the existence of this message. The main thing is that don't be fearful. Remember the power of your light. Remember the power of the intention. Remember that you are an infinite and immortal being, and we are so having a bodily experience in the human experience. That sense, if you expand to the point that you can embrace it with more ease, it's so helpful just to make things lighter. If you are dealing with things that are much darker, I speak a lot in other video about reclaim your power, which has two faces like a coin. And one is just remember that you're worthy and that you're light and your intention is enough, but also take responsibility. Be wary of not falling in the trap of then blaming others. The lower the frequency, the more this type of intrusion can come in and have a greater party, and the longer they stay. It's like when you fall in a cave. The deeper you go, the less the light, the harder it is to then reverse engineer and find your path back to light. So try to catch it right away. They say if the traffic light is flashing yellow, don't let it go to red. Catch it when it's yellow. So if there's anything that is dark, the sensation, I know this very well, it may feel like depression, it may feel like despair. You feel the difference. Learn to observe, whether that you use a standard meditation or that you have other practices to develop awareness. But learn to perceive and notice the subtle changes within you and outside, in the people or just the environment around you. Learn to notice the energy changes. If you connect with the sensation of the heart, learn to distinguish the moment that you're more in flow. You may find yourself singing a small song, or you're more uplifted, you're more likely to dance, or just simply to be in a state where you are fine and you're flowing with life. If something shifts and changes and you sort of feel put down, pressed down, oppressed, depressed, and you are being able to identify that it's not anyone else's fault, it's not because you have someone toxic nearby. I've experienced that as well, so it's good to know how to tell the truth and create the boundary from those people. But if you perceive you've checked all the environment around yourself and everything is clear and something has changed within you, then tonight's message, it's a relevant one. To learn to check with your heart, and you can ask direct question. Am I clear? It's good to check 3 times. Sometimes you would have a yes, which is a tricky yes. So whether you use this way test, you can go and check previous video. Whether you ask the direct question and you have a vision, you may have clairaudience, you may have a sense of knowing. All of you that go, I just knew, my gut knew. That's a sense. That's your soul trying to give you message. So you can use whatever method you resonate the most with to get that yes or no from your heart. And if it doesn't come right away, that's okay. But stay patient, practice with no expectation, but always show up to practice. The more we're going to go through changes with the upcoming times, many report that these shifts are being feeling at a much faster pace than usual. So things may be a little bit more challenging to go through sometimes. Be patient, show up consistently, stay courageous, and never doubt that you're worthy, that you are loved, that you are supported, and that you are pure light. It takes that, like the coin, take responsibility and be honest with yourself. Reclaim what you can, even in, don't give the power to other people to determine what you should be experiencing. But if you've cleared and you know that all the other peoples around you are good and there is still something off within you, then be aware of those things, because things and energy may change and sometimes we may be dealing with intrusions. And so this is for awareness. There's nothing to be scary or fearful of, but notice. And if you notice any big change within you, just stay aware that these things may happen and don't feel lost. If you benefit from speaking to healthcare professional, services are always available to you as well. And it's good to find someone that you can resonate with. But rest assured, as things may change in the physical world, they may as well change when it comes to energy. So I hope the message was constructive. Nonetheless, learn to breathe and be attuned in with your heart. And learn to know and to recognize when your heart is telling you that you're in a place of truth and light, and when something is off. That is going to be so important, whether you're about to make a decision for yourself. Any decision you may be about to take now or in the future, always remember how powerful you are and the power of being able to distinguish the voice of your heart, to apply discernment, and to always show up with courage, with integrity, and staying away from fear, rather choosing the light. I send you so much light and love. Let me know in the comment if anything was helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.